The three from MP. Nailed from three-point land. Bryant's got 34 points.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now. Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Brooks against Gordon. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Easton. And the wide open shot from Green. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that, but these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
And here is Brooks, following the three-pointer by MP. Brooks kicks to Şengün. Clock at 6. Şengün with a screen on Beal. Thompson for the triple. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club. Year ago.
Yeah, and for them that was a bit embarrassing, so expect them to come back with a point to prove tonight.
And here's Brooks following the three-pointer by MP. There's Green with the 3 and the rejection by MP.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And so here is Houston following the three-pointer by MP. Thompson finds Şengün. And just miss after miss right now. And so it's Katie with it. He brings up the ball for the Suns. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. Good! Another from 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've ever seen better three-point shooting than what we're witnessing here tonight.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. For the Rockets, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Brooks. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. Phoenix also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Eubanks. Little comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Booker in for Gordon. And here's and again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Dallas
Connects again from distance.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands GA by himself for 3rd place in most threes all time. So, Greg, when you think about the Phoenix Suns, what do you think fuels them the most?
Kevin, I mean, the fact that they had a 2-0 lead in the 21 NBA Finals and lost. This team is really battling to get back to that stage. And if they do, they want to take care of business this time.
Ryan is double. He kicks to Booker. VanVleet against MP. From past the arc. Rebound by Smith. The Rockets shooting 44% from the floor since we began the second quarter. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Great open look there. Bryant's got 58.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Look from Green. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 3rd assist on the night. MP outside. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Green. Fires for 3. And Bull pulls it down.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
There's Green with the 3. It's good from long range. Green's got 14 points.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
The 3 from MP. That shot off. And so it's Phoenix up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contend.
These dudes, I'm telling you guys, this is a great field. Some high risers on this list.
Yeah, athletically and in. And looking now at that first half of action, quite a big deficit for the Rockets.
Yeah, looking at the score, there's a lot we could pick apart, but their perimeter defense, no communication. They're letting shooters run free.
Yeah, no question. They need.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The two biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
The pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. The guard spots are Van Vliet and Green. And it's Eason in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Suns.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And here's Booker from the arc. Good on the triple. Booker's got the first field goal of the second half for Phoenix.
Just a fantastic job by MP getting the ball right where it needs to go.
Van Vliet against Bryant. Eason with it. Nothing on the board. The Rockets with another miss. Bryant against Van Vliet. Spins. He got it again. Sensational. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Booker against Green. Now the pass to Şengün. The shot off that time.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Bryant with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. From outside the arc. Nurkic can't hit. For Houston, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Well, Clark, one benefit that Jabari Smith has had in his career is the wisdom from his dad. He has learned a lot.
No wisdom like a father's wisdom, particularly when a dad has traveled the road that his son is traveling in the NBA. I'm sure his dad learned a ton in his experience that he has passed on to Jabari Smith Jr. in a way that's benefited the younger Smith.
Buries it from three-point range.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
This one for 3. The shot, no good. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Trains the three-pointer.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Sinks the triple.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Passes it to Şengün. He dishes it to Green. In the corner, Smith with it. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Smith's got 7 points.
Fantastic response from Smith Jr. Great poise and confidence on display there.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The transfer of the Phoenix Suns last season to new ownership ended a tumultuous chapter for the team and for the league. The new leadership aggressively made the trade for Kevin Durant last year and for Bradley Beal this summer. It's a great roster, and the Suns' $4 billion sales price reflects the sense that this Phoenix market is one of the sleeping giants in the NBA. Kevin?
I agree. On the rise. David, thanks. And stolen by NP. There's the 3. Good. That's another bucket.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time.
And when you talk about absolutely thrilling your fan base, MP has done it. I mean, this has been a game for the ages. We're sitting here marveling at MP, and who knows if this franchise record will ever be broken.
Here's MP, and good! There's another.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
73. What a number, tying Wilt and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
Green's checked in for the Rockets. And the Suns making a change here as well. Beal's checked in. Just 5 to shoot. Decent. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Bradley Beal picks one up. In a moment to look at the... Remember back when the 22-23 season started, the Rockets were among the youngest teams in the NBA.
And it's hard to win in this league with youth and inexperience. Houston's front office aggressively adding quality vets like Fred VanVleet in hopes of stabilizing that roster.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. MP out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then there's Bull. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Bryant. And good, he hits it again.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s.
Good, another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers. And again.
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
Bryant dishes to Gordon. Back to MP. Let's a float again. What an avalanche.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for 2nd place for points. What an unbelievable night.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought would be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come.
Thompson in the corner. And Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. You think about players in college.
And again for 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. From 12 feet out, Oladipo misses.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Tries the spin move. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, Greg, the Suns going all in with the new big 3. Beal, Booker, and Durant. That's a lot of firepower.
And they didn't hesitate to bring Beal into the mix. The shooting that they all provide is second to none. On paper, they are as talented as anyone.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Green. Tari Eason comes in for Dylan Brooks. Green, he's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. Good, another from 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had. And recently, the NBA, Clark added names to major awards. It's a nice gesture, don't you think, from the league to the past legends?
Yeah, I could not agree with you more. And really hard to argue with their choices for naming those awards after. It's a way to connect the past to the present and honor and pay homage to some of the greats in the history of the game. I like everything about it.
And so in the game for Phoenix. Bol out there with Chimezie Metu. Then it's MP, then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Gordon in at the small forward position. Well, Grant, you were in the playoffs several times during your career. The postseason's just different from the regular season.
It's 100% another level. I'll never forget my first series, 1996, against the great Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway of the Orlando Magic. Of course, yeah, my Pistons got swept. That was quite an introduction to the playoffs.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Outside, Green. Eason with room. It's hauled in by the Suns.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And it's rejected. Outside, Green. And until recently, it seemed like a foregone conclusion that the NBA's age limit would come back down to 18. Are you surprised that didn't happen, Grant?
You know, B.A., I am surprised. We heard players saying it's not fair to make guys wait. You know, Commissioner Silver seemed receptive, so that was slightly unexpected that age 19 remains the rule.
Now here's MP, and there's the drive. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
And that's how you attack on the drive. MP earning that call.
Phoenix making some changes. Eubanks comes in for Metu. And it's Allen in for Gordon. To the inside. Here's Green. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And what fire from Green under pressure. Basically, he ignores the foul and gets his shot.
Here's Beal. MP outside. Yep, count it.
And that one is not easy, but MP making it look second nature.
And so it's Houston with it. Now Van Vliet. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bulls got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And they double up MP. And no good. Eason with some nice D. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
The Suns have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. Here's Beal. Deflected! And here's Eason. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Shot from the inbound. Beal knocks it away.
Beal able to get up and get a hand on it.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
And this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Pass to Bryant for 3. 1:02 left in the final quarter. Back to Beal. Now MP. into the lane. That one falls, coming off Beal's feed.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Pass to Green. Over MP. And it's Green missing.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high value.
Good! That's another bucket.
Can you believe it? He's done the unthinkable and tied the record for most points.
Nobody can deny that this is one of the greatest individual efforts we've seen, not just in basketball, but in any sport. Complete scoring dominance.
I mean, 100 points. This is a mark that nobody thought could be matched. But Wilt Chamberlain's record has been matched here tonight.
Here's Van Vliet coming off a Suns make. Green in the post, covered by MP, and that one's good. Green.
And right now, Green's got the hot hand, and it would be wise to keep going to him.
Here's MP. Another one falls. Amazing.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
History being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
The MP now has one of the all-time records in sports history, passing Wilt's 100 mark. I never thought I'd see this day.
What a game from MP. He's got the mic in his hand and is ready to share his thoughts.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Woo. Yo, we told him. We told him. We told him. That's right. We can do this without y'all. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Hey, I love y'all. Thank you. I did this for y'all. This is for the fans. Couldn't have done it without y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. That's right. Coach, Pop. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wow. Oh, wow. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Man, I can't believe this is real. 100 points. You know, I'm kind of mad they stopped the game, to be honest with you. It's better not throw me off my rhythm. You know what I mean? Listen, seriously, I don't know what to say. I just really want to get back out there, but thank you. Thank you to the fans. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. My family, my teammates, coach, all my coaching staff, the NBA. Shouts out to Wilt. Man, this is wild. I mean, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Wow.
Nicely said by MP. I think we all thought Wilt's record was completely out of reach in the modern game.
Well, MP proved us all wrong. Truly a once-in-a-lifetime talent.
And the Rockets with possession. To the wing on the left. Eason, the pass to Van Vliet. Now here's Smith. Outside, Green. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never